Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode of This Is Socks.
My shoulder hurts.
And Mama's shoulder hurts.
I have arthritis.
This is Socks. This is John.
And we have a cat called Maggie Devil.
Yeah, and Maggie. Ooh, let go, John.
Yeah, he's got claws.
Yeah. Now, Socks likes to sit in Daddy's lap and snuggle, and she likes to snuggle with Lucky. Of course, Lucky doesn't like it because he's afraid of Maggie.
He's afraid Maggie's going to bop him on the head or something.
And hello there, you're looking at me. So far, they have blue eyes. John got stepped on by me today. Well, you saw how big he is. He's not that big, and he doesn't understand yet to stay from underfoot. So I want to thank that person last night for the pizza. That was very nice. We deeply appreciated it. Hopefully we can do something for you in the future. We haven't done any work in the house today.
Or you kind of up.
Yeah. You know, when you do work, the kind of work we're doing with our health, you basically have to take a day off every now and then, and that's, so far at least, that's today. We're just
recuperating.
Yeah. Because we've done a lot. So anyway, I sent an email to the Atheist Experience the other day, telling them that they were state theist and not really atheist. And one person, her email is something about hippie chick. I'm like, she's probably in her early 20s, and if she's in her early 20s, I doubt she's ever even known a real hippie. My wife and I were young when the hippies were around, but we were around. Then she sends me a message back, huh? And then Matt Delahanty or whatever his name is, he sends me an email saying, huh? You know what I'm talking about. Don't play your stupid little games with me. Sundays is when they do their show, so they may very well have talked about it today if they've already done it. I'm sure they have. And yeah, a state theist and an atheist are two totally different things. Had a nice discussion on Facebook yesterday with several people, and we agreed that the so-called new atheist and the atheist plus, just like Madeline Murray O'Hare, they give atheism a bad name, and they're horses patoots, you know, they're state theists. That's what they are. They're not atheists, they're state theists. Well, the atheist plus pretty much admit that's what they are. It's the new atheists, the so-called new atheists that, you know, and they
won't admit it.
They won't admit it, and, you know, to me that makes you all a bunch of liars. And which
you fits wear it.
Yeah, which makes my respect for you plummet. And you can call me the names you want to call me. Call me a redneck. That doesn't insult me. What happens when you call me names is it goes back on you because
it makes you look stupid.
Yeah, it makes you look stupid because you don't have any actual arguments to disprove what I'm saying. I've proven my point many times on this issue. I don't need to try and do it again. I don't need to do it again. But when you send me an email that says, huh? When you know what I'm talking about, I sent you a quote, Matt, but I guess you're not going to...
Basically, you don't care.
Yeah, I guess you're probably not going to acknowledge that quote. But anyway, here's... Socks is just looking at everything. She's looking at what Mama's doing, sitting in my lap behind Lucky. Just, oh, Mama's doing something.
No. She's a good kitty.
Yeah.
He's a baby still, but she's learning.
She has very beautiful whiskers.
Say, oh, yawn, I'm
Yawn.
tired. You
And-
can't be tired, you're a kitten.
And
You've got more energy than you know what to do with.
they're still not at the point where they can run.
Well, they
Because
try to.
they try, but like they'll fall down there.
They're still a little wiggly.
Yeah, it's like, well, my legs will do this, but my body doesn't want to work with my legs. Yeah. What's your mouth open for? But
But at least they're good kittens.
yeah, they're good kittens.
They're well behaved.
Yeah.
For as young as they are.
They like to play King of the Hill on this punching pad, a Makara that I have, and one of them gets on top of it, and then they'll wrestle to see who can get on top of it. They're really cute.
I think they like it because it's soft.
And they can get their claws and
Oh, there's my pin. See in the basket?
oh yeah.
I think I only lost one. Oh well. One's not bad.
This one is trying to keep her eyes open now, and she's
Wearing out.
yeah. She has this black spot right across her nose. This is a little line of black right there.
Well, her mother does too have a little black place on her nose.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of hereditary.
And John is in there on top of a bag wrestling with a bag, I guess.
Sometimes they like to get after mommy's tail, but
Yeah.
that doesn't go over very well.
Yeah, earlier she was up on the cat castles as far away from them as she could get. But, what are we going to eat tonight? I have no idea, because we're going to have to figure a way to get into Keene.
Well, we've got canned goods, we're going to have to start using them, you know.
Well, we're going to have to find a way to get into the Keene Community Kitchen on Wednesday or Thursday, because we need food. Like I said, we haven't really cleaned or organized today. We may not do any more today. I don't know. We're both kind of worn out, so. And she's right here. I'm just rubbing her back, and
She's a good kitty.
she's smushed between Lucky and my tummy.
She's probably warm there.
You know. And Lucky's going bald because he's scratching so much.
Nerves.
And nerves, and they did have fleas. I don't know if they still have them or not.
I think it killed them off.
So now she's looking at Mama over there, looking in that basket, going, "Oh, what's she doing?" You just have to look at everything, but you can't stay awake, can you? But anyway, so folks, this is kind of like an update. Kat, you got the message that I sent you.
Really?
I shouldn't be tired, and gosh, I got up at like noon.
Well, yeah, everybody yawns.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to yawn.
But Kat, I'll tell you again, if you two want to come up here, you're welcome to come up here. You can stay with us short term, in the sense that we'll do what we can to help you get into a shelter until you can get a place to live. We'll help you any way we can. And you could stay here, and then like during the day you could go into Keene and go to 100 Nights, because it would be really important to do that, because you'll get resources there, and you'll be able to meet people who work for, like, what is it, SCS?
Yeah. Southwest Community Services, yeah.
Yeah, so, so it'd be important for you two to do that. All you have to do is tell them you're sleeping in your car. You'd have to have the gas to get to Keene and Troy and back and forth and whatever. But you'd be welcome to stay with us during that transitional period until you can get into a shelter.
Unfortunately, Troy doesn't have much in the way of transportation.
No.
Coach transportation. It's not an odd thing up here.
The 3 shelters, there are 4 shelters in Keene, but really there are 3, which is really 1. 3 are run by SCS, which is Southwestern Community Services. 1 is the women's shelter, and 1 is the men's shelter. Those are in separate buildings, separate houses. They're houses.
But I think you wind up like 4 to a room in
Yeah.
most of them, in those 2.
And then there's the family shelter. We were in the family shelter first, and then we went to the women's shelter.
Oh yeah, the family shelter can be testing.
Yeah. And there again, you'd be living with a bunch of people in one room. Depending on the size of the room, like the room we were in at the family shelter were 2 bunk beds, but you're usually just 3 of us in the room. But that was originally part of the church next door. It was like their Sunday school building. You share a kitchen. You share a room with there are like 4 people in a room, depending on the size of the room and all that.
You share a refrigerator.
You share a refrigerator.
Which can get to be a pain in the butt.
Yeah, now the family shelter, didn't they have 2 refrigerators?
Yeah, but still you don't have much space in it.
Yeah, you have anywhere from half a shelf to a shelf. And you have like a small cabinet area you can put your food, and you have to mark your food with your name or they'll take it. Even if you mark it, they'll
really
take
don't
it.
give a damn whose food they steal.
Yeah.
And it kind of gets to be ridiculous after a while.
Yeah. So that's why you want to take everything and put it in your room.
Car.
Yeah, that's even better.
Yeah. Keep it with you as much as you can.
There goes Maggie under the recliner.
We get in trouble under there.
So, I mean, we'd help hook you up with, services up here as best we can, which doesn't mean we can do a whole lot.
And one thing up here, you probably get Section 8 really fast if you qualify for it.
Yeah, you won't have to be on a waiting list for 2, 3, 4, 5 years. I applied for Section 8 in San Antonio, and I was on it forever.
I know that's a lot of, like, Springfield, too. It's like you wait and wait and wait and wait and wait. You could die waiting.
Yeah. So, you can find some good help up here. You have to understand this is a rural area. And
if you want to live in a city, you'd have to go to
Manchester, Concord,
or Nashua.
But what about
if you went to the east, to the coastline, you'd get a lot more work. There's a lot more jobs over there. But
yeah. And would you consider Claremont a city or not? Small city. Small city.
But aren't you kind of close to the river with it?
You are. You're on the river.
Vermont.
Yeah. You cross the bridge, you're in Vermont.
Yeah, you don't even realize you crossed the bridge and you're in Vermont.
Yeah. So.
You go across a little road and you're in Vermont.
Yeah. What are those things? Meerkats?
Oh, fisher cats.
Fisher cats. We have fisher cats up here, which make an awful racket.
Like somebody's being murdered.
Yeah.
They're scary.
We have moose. We have black bear.
They're related to a weasel, I think. They're not very nice kitties.
We haven't seen moose yet, but we have seen bear.
No. We've seen bears crossing the road, but.
And let me tell you, black bear may not be as big as a brown bear,
but they can run.
Yeah, and they're still big. You do not want to
mess with them.
No, not any.
I think they're kind of more like mentality.
Yeah. They'll leave you alone. I mean,
they'll just kind of look at you and walk away.
If it's, they also make a noise if you get too close. They're kind of warning you, like, stay away, don't run.
Go away.
Yeah, either slowly walk away while facing the bear, like walk backward, or something like that. But don't threaten, don't do anything to make it where it thinks.
Upset it.
Yeah, because although no one has been killed by a black bear in New Cary since the 1700s, people do get mauled. So, sometimes I think it's better to get killed by a bear than to mauled by a bear, because they can really tear you up. They're a lot bigger than we are, and they have those claws. So, they're very strong. Well, we saw video from Porkfest of these 2 bears getting in the dumpster, and they're just picking up these heavy bags of garbage just like it's nothing. And it's like, gosh.
These
and
fisher cats, I wouldn't want to mess with them. I don't think they're very...
Yeah, the fisher cats only
Well, they just say fishers, but
Fishers. Their only enemy is human.
yeah,
They hunt porcupines.
I think they're pretty vicious.
Yeah, can you imagine somebody hunting a porcupine? You know, it's like, oh my. But, you know, and they have fox up here, and hawks, and eagles, and owls, and snakes, and, I mean, you're in Texas, you know what snakes are. Jeez. I lived in Texas 40 years, I saw my fair share of snakes. I don't know if they have armadillos up here or not. We sure had them in Texas, though. But anyway, so you know, this video is over 15 minutes.
I think armadillos would freeze to death up here.
Yeah. But anyway, so that's all I have to say. Thank you for the pizza. Kat, you two are welcome to come up here. We're probably not going to work on this house today. We're just not. I mean, we just need to rest. And anyway, thank you. Bye.